charter schools, and the 21st century education model. Important planning considerations. First, let's take a look at models of education, the old factory model of education versus the 21st century model. The factory model of education is teacher-centered. The 21st century model is student-centered. In the factory model, instruction goes at the teacher's pace. At the 21st century model, instruction proceeds at the student's pace. The factory model of education is centered around the physical classroom and whatever resources it has available. The 21st century model is in a virtual environment with virtually unlimited resources. The factory model of education, content material comes from your classroom, your school library, and whatever the school can provide. The 21st century model has literally unlimited online content materials available from both paid and free resources. The factory model of education consists primarily of didactic lecture and teacher-driven activities in the physical classroom. The 21st century model is technology-driven. It's multi-sensory. It can involve interactions at all times, basically, with other students and the teacher, and it's multi-sensory. It's audio-visual. It also can involve a variety of different types of interactions, that take place inside of the physical classroom. In the factory model of education, students retain about 10% of the information that they've learned 6 months later. With the 21st century model of education, students retain about 90% of what they learn 6 months later. The factory model is time restricted. The 21st century is unrestricted time. 21st century education philosophy. Students have access to learning 24 hours per day. Students matriculate as fast as they are capable or as slow as they need through the curriculum. Standards-based with grade level learning objectives, one-to-one computers or other learning devices. Teachers' role includes being a guide, facilitator, a monitor, a coach, cheerleader, advisor, and planner. In the 21st century model, education is more objective on the subjective-objective scale. Tools of the 21st century education model. One-to-one computers, a learning management software. There's a variety of them on the marketplace. I won't endorse a particular one. There's just a wide variety of them out there. Content material subscriptions for reading, math, science, social studies, and other subjects. Testing and assessment system that is accurate and that is aligned to your state's standard course of study or learning objectives, particularly for reading, math, and science. An online security system, internet access, tech support, 24-hour tech support, teacher with adequate training and professional development in virtual classroom management, a curriculum coordinator or academic leader to guide the overall process in a school. The 21st century model of education has revolutionized education and students can learn at a more rapid pace. Take a look at this very closely and look at what you're doing and whether you are moving in the direction of a fully operational 21st century education program. The fact of COVID-19 caused schools to shut down all across the country, and many schools were handicapped because they couldn't operate in a virtual environment. Their system was not mobile, where education could continue whether they were in the regular school classroom, whether they were at home, whether they were riding in a car, whether they were on an airplane, whether they were sitting in the park. Or the 21st century classroom is mobile. It can education can take place anywhere at any time, and that's one of the distinguishing features. In every school, especially charter schools, should prepare to be able to provide an education even in the face of a disaster, or no matter where students are, they should have access to being able to learn. 21st century education model provides that.